Work orders are a vital part of the Liquid ecosystem as they allow you to create a statement of work that both you and your vendor will agree upon before starting a project. To add a work order, go to the work order form. We'll select which vendor this is for. So any vendors that you've invited or onboarded are displayed here. If you don't see the vendor on the list, you can invite them now, and this will take you to the vendor invite flow. So we'll go ahead and select a vendor. Name this work order. Alright, so here's where we'll describe the work order. So the service or deliverable is new website for company. Description of the service or deliverable is so to proceed to the next field, you'll need to hit the tab button. If you wish to change anything, you can just go back and retype into the field. Alright, deliverable schedule. Service or deliverable will start on, you'll select the date, and they cannot submit anything before then, and has or does not have a due date. So if it has a due date, you'll specify what it is. If it does not have a due date, then you'll say when the estimated completion date is. So for this exercise, we'll select a due date. Alright, in the fee structure, we will pay for the work. Flat fee, hourly rate, daily rate, weekly, monthly, quarterly. If those don't work for you, you can do as follows to describe when you will pay for the work, or you can select create unit type. For an example would be at a rate of dollars per service. For example, you could say if you're writing articles, you could say a rate of $50 per article. For this example, we'll go ahead and change this back to, let's go to hourly rate of $100 per hour. There will or will not be a maximum hours cap. So if you say there's a maximum hours cap, that will allow you to forecast how much you will spend on this project. Select will be a maximum hours cap, let's say 160 hours, after which the rate will adjust to or the vendor will stop all work. So generally people select vendor will stop all work. Vendor may invoices for this work. So your options are after we've confirmed receipt of the deliverable, specific date every other week on Friday, 1st and 15th of each month, last day of each month, last day of each quarter, or as follows. So depending on the fee structure you select, this may change. So for example, if you decided to change this to create unit type, and the vendor may invoice for this work, choices are limited to these options after we've confirmed receipt of the deliverable on the specific date or as follows. So we'll go back and change that. For which the vendor will stop all work and vendor may invoice us for this. Let's say every other week on Friday. Since that is a fixed day of the week, we will show the next Friday in here. That qualifies. If you select on the specific date, that is a date that you put in yourself. Okay, so other definitions, if there's anything else that you need to describe here, any other terms, you can add this here. This field is optional. So we'll go ahead and click finish. You do have the option to provide files or anything else related to the project after you submit the work order. If you wish to submit another item related to the work order, you can do so here, or you can just click next. So once you click next, that'll prepare everything to be sent. All right, here we go. So the work order will be a new website for the company. Deliverable will be hourly. And the master contract agreement is set, and that's based off of the vendor. So the hiring manager will be the hiring manager required to approve invoices before they can be paid. So make sure that that's accurate. Here's your options based off of what's already on your account. And then we'll go ahead and click send. So once you go ahead and click send, this will send a work order proposal for the vendor. That way it'll be sent to them. They can approve it. They can talk to you and send a message back. But that way you are both in agreement before you start work. So here you can send a message to the vendor. They can send a message back to you. It is in the state of proposed at the current time. And once they accept it, then it'll become active. So here's everything that we just defined. The master contract, the hiring manager is listed here. A message history will display here if you decide to send any messages, and then if you wish to add any files, you can upload them here. So that is how you add a work order.